Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Rocket League tutorial. Today we will be doing air dribbling. First off, there's two different types of air dribbling. One is from the wall and one is from the ground. I'm going to start with wall dribbling, 'cause I would say it's probably a little easier. And then we'll get into from the ground later. So the first thing you want to worry about is your takeoff from the wall. Now you're gonna have to. Was probably the hardest part to get down when you first start. You wanna jump off and you turn your car like that. Actually, it's kind of hard to show without a ball. Another big part is the setup. The setup is hands down the most important part of the air dribble, because if you don't have a setup, none of the other parts matter. So you just want to have the ball going about that speed up to the wall, and you want to be going the same speed as the ball up the wall. So the ball should be going about, that's good speed too. You see how I jump and turn like that? So you're going up the wall, try and go on the same speed as the ball, and then jump and turn like that. Like that. So take the ball, go about the same speed as the ball, and jump out under it. Now it's not as easy as it might have looked there, but you want to master, you want to get down the setup first, and you want to get your positioning on the ball down first, so you can get a good hit off the wall. I'll show you a little bit what not to do. See, if you're going too fast, you're going to hit into the ceiling like that. If the ball's going too fast like this, it's going to come off the wall, most likely. And that's another thing with the setup, you want to make sure the ball hugs the wall. If it's bouncing at all, it won't hug the wall, so you want to make sure it's just rolling like this. And then just take off, once again, as I said. Just jump off the wall, and you'll turn towards the ball with a little air roll. After you get the setup down, you might just want to practice this in training for a bit to make sure you got that down. And what I usually do with the air dribbles is try and jump right when you hit the ball. I find it much easier than if you hit the ball and then jump. It's still possible, but the ball gets a lot further away from you and it makes it harder to keep it under control. So I would jump as you hit the ball and then follow it off the wall. So once you think you have the setup down and the jump off the wall down with the air roll, this is the training I've been using forever. It's probably how I learned to air dribble, in this training right here. You can go ahead and pause it right there if you want to get the code. So I would start by just first like jumping off the wall like that and just trying to control the ball, just go straight. It's kind of up to you if you want ball cam on or not. I would just go with whatever feels more comfortable for you. I kind of switch in between. I find that if the ball gets behind you with the ball cam off, it's a little bit easier to regain control of it. Whereas if you get under it with, I'll try and show you. If you get too far under it with, see like that, the camera like goes kind of weird when the ball cam's on. Whereas if it gets behind you here, you can still kind of see where it's going. Okay, so yeah, so I would just practice just going straight at the ball first, and just try and put it top shelf in the net. Obviously, you don't have to keep doing the same one like I'm doing. You can go to a different one, do the same thing. There's like all different angles and different shots on here. Once you think you got the straight on one down, Um, then you could go ahead and try adding the air roll onto it. It's not really necessary, but makes it look a lot better, obviously. And it can help you control it as well. Like, I see how I'm going off to the right there, just by air rolling. You can control it a lot better. But if you're just looking to control the ball the best, probably better off just not air rolling. The air roll can also help readjusting if you lose control of the ball. It can help you regain control. Yeah, I would just stick to this training, if I'm honest. It worked for me, so you get the setup for you, and then once you're in game, if you get a setup similar to any of these, it'll feel really good. And you just gotta work on the hit off the wall with the right amount of power, and then you gotta work on your jump off the wall. And it's best when you keep the ball as close as you can with that first hit. You want the ball to be close to you, and then you want to be going slow when you first touch it. Because if you're going too fast when you touch the ball first, it's gonna go too far away from you. You're not gonna be able to control it. Soft touch off the wall, soft first touch, and then you can like stick with the ball. So that's pretty much all I got for the off the wall air dribble. So now we're gonna go with the ground to air dribble. I would say once you've mastered the wall dribble, I think this one's a little bit easier. Once you already have like the air control down, this one's a lot easier. Let's see if I can find the training here I want to do. Yeah, it's this one right here. I'm just gonna I'll skip the wall ones. So you're gonna want to set up like this. It's kind of hard to get a setup like this in free play. That's why I recommend this training to learn to do the ground air dribbles. If you get the ball bouncing like this in the air during a game, then it would be possible to practice there too. It's kind of hard to make these bounces happen in free play, I think at least. For these, once again, you can do it without ball cam. I feel that it's a lot more comfortable with ball cam off. You can just like see all the balls behind me there. You can just like see it so much better than having the camera move all over the place. Like, it starts out pretty simple like this. So basically, you just wanna hit the ball right after it hits the ground, and then yeah, so you hit it right after it hits the ground. You double jump with it. Once again, you hit it soft, the first touch, and then you should be able to stay with it. And it's the same thing. You can start just going straight up like this. Just make sure you get it on net, and then you can start. Then you can start air rolling, making it look cool. Let's see if we can get a little tougher shot here. Yeah, this one's a little further. Once again, I think the further away, the more you want to wait. If you wait longer, you'll get a higher pop like that right there. Sometimes it's better to wait a little bit longer, I found. It's easier to control it. Instead of right after, when you're further away, it's better to wait a little bit longer than right after it hits the ground. Sometimes it goes up like straight up if you do it too early. So if you wait a little longer, then it's easier to control. So once you think you pretty much gotten all the ones down in those two trainings, this pack right here is more advanced. The shots on here, are kind of a little bit different. They're a little harder to do. That one was pretty normal, but it's like from across the field, which is tough. But I'll show you what I mean with this one. They do it where it comes off the wall, so you can practice air dribbling in different scenarios instead of just always with a perfect setup. You can see how it comes off the wall a little bit. You have to time the jump, so you hit it with your nose, and then you're still able to control it. I'll skip to another one so I can show you another example. This is just normal too. Yeah, it starts off with normal ones pretty much. Once again with these, when you're training, I would just try and get the best shot you can every time. Don't settle for one that bounces in front of the net. Always go for top shelf, best shot you can. Let's see if we can get to it. One of the tough ones here. Yeah, like this one's a little tougher. It's not straight on. If you go on it like that, you're gonna be way off. So you kind of gotta drive into a different way. And it's more realistic to what it might be like in a game. 'Cause you're not gonna get a perfect setup in a game. That's why this training is good. It's 30. It's kind of long. Don't have to go through all of it. You can go through all of it if you're trying to master air dribbling. I definitely haven't mastered it, especially these. I'm probably a little bit better at the wall dribbles, but these, the unorthodox ground dribbles, I'm not the greatest at. And it's kind of tough to get the setup for the ground dribble in game. See the wall one, it's simpler because you just roll it up the wall. But it's kind of tough to even find the right time to go for a wall dribble in game. When you're at higher levels, because usually someone will already be on the wall to challenge you, and you kind of just gotta go quick. It doesn't really give you a chance to air dribble. But if you can learn to the wall dribble at an early level, it's really good. If you're able to carry the ball over people, you can pretty much dominate, and you should be able to rank up pretty quickly. Alright, so that's about all I got for the air dribbling. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you found anything in this video helpful, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. And be sure to check out my other tutorial videos. I did one on fast kickoffing, one on half flipping, and one on the fast aerial. So be sure to check those out, and thank you guys for watching once again. Have a great day. I'll see you guys next time.